Hello everyone, welcome to another series of today's GK. Let's begin with previous day's practice question. Question was, which of the following countries are the part of Horn of Africa? 1. Djibouti, 2. Eritrea, 3. Ethiopia, 4. Somalia. Select the correct answer using the code given below. 1 and 2 only, 2, 3 and 4 only, 1, 2, 3 and 4 or 1 only. The correct answer is option C, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Recently, a United Nations-backed conference raised $2.4 billion to prevent famine in the Horn of Africa. The northeastern region of the African continent, including the countries of Sudan, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Djibouti and Somalia, is known as the Horn of Africa. This group of countries forms a horn-like landmass over the peninsula. The Horn of Africa projects into the Arabian Sea for hundreds of kilometers and is located along the south of the Gulf of Aden. This region is the easternmost projection of Africa. In ancient and medieval periods, the area was called Bilad al-Barbar, meaning land of the Berbers. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Now let's begin today's session. First question is, sometimes seen in the news, the Santhanam Committee is related to Central Vigilance Commission, Election Commission of India, Attorney General of India or National Commission for Scheduled Tribes. The correct answer is option A, Central Vigilance Commission. Recently, the Vigilance Commissioner Praveen Kumar Srivastava was sworn in by President Draupadi Murmu as the Central Vigilance Commissioner or CVC. The Central Vigilance Commission was initially set up in 1964 on the recommendations of Committee on Prevention of Corruption formed under the chairmanship of Shri K. Santhanam. It was set up with the aim to exercise superintendence over vigilance administration of the organizations in respect of which the executive powers of Government of India extended. In September 1997, the central government constituted an independent review committee to suggest measures for strengthening anti-corruption activities. The review committee suggested the statutory status should be given to the Central Vigilance Commission. Subsequently, the Supreme Court of India in the case of Vineet Narayan and others versus Union of India and others, which is commonly known as Jain Hawala case, gave directions to Government of India to confer statutory status upon the Central Vigilance Commission. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is, I am of the opinion that this dignitary or officer is probably the most important officer in the Constitution of India. The above statement was given by whom among the following about the Comptroller General of India in the Constituent Assembly? Jawaharlal Nehru, K.M. Munshi, B.R. Ambedkar or Gopala Swami Iyengar? The correct answer is option C, B.R. Ambedkar. Recently, Girish Chandra Murmu, the Comptroller and Auditor General of India, has been re-elected as the External Auditor of the World Health Organization for a 4-year term from 2024 to 2027. The CAG is already holding this position in the WHO since 2019 for a 4-year term from 2019 to 2023. When the draft provisions relating to the Comptroller and Auditor General were under consideration in the Constituent Assembly, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, chairman of the drafting committee, said, I am of the opinion that this dignitary or officer is probably the most important officer in the Constitution of India. CAG is an independent authority under the Constitution of India. He is the head of the Indian Audit and Account Department and chief guardian of public purse. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is, consider the following statements regarding Ayushman Bharat PM Jan Arogya Yojana. 1. It provides cashless cover of up to Rs 5 lakh. 2. It provides health cover for procedures like hysterectomies. 3. It does not provide any cover for pre-hospitalization. How many of the statements given above is or are correct? Only 1, only 2, all 3 or none? The correct answer is option B, only 2. Recently, the unchecked rise of unnecessary hysterectomies was seen in the news. Ayushman Bharat is a flagship scheme of the Government of India which was launched as recommended by the National Health Policy 2017 to achieve the vision of universal health coverage. The Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana scheme was launched in 2018. ABPMGAY provides cashless cover of up to Rs 5 lakh to each eligible family per annum for listed secondary and tertiary care conditions. Hence, statement 1 is correct. ABPMJAY provides health cover for 1,949 procedures including hysterectomies. Hence, statement 2 is correct. A hysterectomy is a surgical procedure to remove the womb or uterus. The cover under the scheme includes all expenses incurred on the pre-hospitalization. Hence, statement 3 is not correct. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is Article 93 of the Indian Constitution is related to Vice President, pardoning power of the President, Attorney General of India, or Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. The correct answer is option D, Speaker and Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha. Recently, Article 93 of the Constitution was seen in the news because of the 17th Lok Sabha being the first when the Deputy Speaker has not yet been elected, as it enters the final year of its 5-year term. The presiding officer of the lower house of the Parliament is the Lok Sabha Speaker. The provisions of Speaker and Deputy Speaker's offices of the Lok Sabha have been dealt with Articles 93, 94, 95 and 96 of the Indian Constitution. Article 93 provides to choose as soon as may be 2 members of the House to be respectively Speaker and Deputy Speaker when these 2 offices fall vacant. Therefore, option D is the correct answer. Next question is recently seen in the news. Shenzhou 16 mission belongs to China, Japan, North Korea or South Korea. The correct answer is option A, China. Recently, China sent its first civilian astronaut into space as part of its crewed mission Shenzhou 16 to the Tiangong space station. Until now, all Chinese astronauts sent into space have been part of the People's Liberation Army. It took off from the Jiuquan Satellite Launch Center in northwest China. The Tiangong space station is a Chinese space station being built in low Earth orbit between 340 and 450 kilometers above the Earth. While in orbit, construction of the space station's T-shaped 3-module structure was completed last year. There are plans to expand the structure and extend its research capabilities in the coming years. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following countries. 1. Guyana, 2. French Guiana, 3. Brazil, 4. Venezuela, 5. Bolivia. How many of the above mentioned countries share a land border with Suriname? Only 1, only 3, only 4 or all 5? The correct answer is option B, only 3. Recently, the President of India took off on a 3-day visit to Paramaribo, Suriname at the invitation of the President of Suriname, Chandrika Persad Santokhi. She will be the chief guest of the celebrations organized on the 5th of June in commemoration of the 150th anniversary of the arrival of Indians in Suriname. Suriname is a country located on the northern coast of South America. Suriname is bordered by the Atlantic Ocean to the north, by French Guiana to the east, by Brazil to the south, and by Guyana to the west. Most of its people are descended from African slaves and Indian and Javanese indentured laborers brought over by the Dutch to work in agriculture. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Next question is what was the name of the operation carried out for the liberation of Goa from the Portuguese? Operation Gulmarg, Operation Polo, Operation Vijay or Operation Rakshak? The correct answer is option C, Operation Vijay. Recently, Prime Minister conveyed his best wishes on the occasion of Goa Statehood Day. Every year on May 30, Goa celebrates its foundation day because on May 30, 1987, the state got its full statehood. 30th May is the day when Goa was declared a state separate from Daman and Diu. This took place in the year 1987 and since then the day is observed as Goa Statehood Day. Goa Liberation Day is observed on 19th December every year in India. The occasion marks the day Indian Armed Forces freed Goa in 1961 from 450 years of Portuguese rule. The military operation code named Operation Vijay was conducted by the Indian Navy, Air Force and Army and Goa was liberated on 19th December 1961. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is consider the following statements regarding World No Tobacco Day 2023. 1. It is celebrated every year on 31st May. 2. The theme of this year is Grow Food, Not Tobacco. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2? The correct answer is option C, both 1 and 2. Recently, the World No Tobacco Day was celebrated. Every year on 31st May, World No Tobacco Day is celebrated to raise public awareness of the dangers and health risks associated with tobacco use. Hence, statement 1 is correct. The purpose of the day is to raise awareness of the negative consequences of tobacco use and to support effective legislation and policies that will reduce tobacco usage worldwide. The theme of the year 2023 is Grow Food, Not Tobacco. Hence, statement 2 is correct. The member states of the World Health Organization created World No Tobacco Day in 1987 to draw global attention to the tobacco epidemic and preventable death and disease it causes. In 1988, a resolution was passed calling for the celebration of World No Tobacco Day every year on 31st May. Therefore, option C is the correct answer. Next question is Amangarh Tiger Reserve is located in which of the following states of India? Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan? The correct answer is option B, Uttar Pradesh. Recently, a mutilated carcass of an adult leopard was found in the Amangarh Tiger Reserve. It is suspected that the leopard was killed in a tiger attack. The Amangarh Tiger Reserve is a tiger reserve under Project Tiger in India. It is in Amangarh in Bijnor district in the state of Uttar Pradesh. It has been declared as buffer area of Corbett Tiger Reserve to be known as the Amangarh Tiger Reserve. So lying adjacent to the Corbett Tiger Reserve is now a corridor to Asiatic elephant, tiger and much other wildlife. The cheetal, sambar, kakar, leopard, bear, porcupine, wild boar, jackal, jungle cat, etc. are found here. Therefore, option B is the correct answer. Last question is consider the following statements regarding the meningitis disease. 1. It is the inflammation of the tissues surrounding the brain and spinal cord. 2. It is caused by the bacteria only. Which of the statement or statements given above is or are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2 or neither 1 nor 2. The correct answer is option A, 1 only. Recently, the authorities in US and Mexico have appealed to the World Health Organization to declare a public health emergency over a fungal meningitis outbreak associated with cosmetic surgeries in Mexico. It is a devastating disease with a high case fatality rate which can lead to serious long-term complications. Meningitis is the inflammation of the tissues surrounding the brain and spinal cord. It is usually caused by infection, hence statement 1 is correct. Many organisms can cause meningitis including bacteria, viruses, fungi and parasites. Hence statement 2 is not correct. The bacterial meningitis is the most common dangerous type of meningitis and can be fatal within 24 hours. Therefore, option A is the correct answer. Now it's time for the practice question. Sometimes seen in the news, the Senkaku Islands are located in Yellow Sea, Pacific Ocean, East China Sea or Sea of Japan. Send the answer of this question in the comment section. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thanks for watching.